if we were out in the wild, living our life without hair products and stuff, and we were in our natural state, and all we had was water, we just like washed in the river or whatever, how would my hair look? Hey guys, I'm back. I know it's been a really long time, and I have been meaning to record a long form video for the actual makeup that I did end up wearing to my brother's wedding, but I basically went into like a flare up after the wedding, and also I'm waiting to see if there are any professional photos of me that I can show you, so that when I actually show you the makeup that I wore for the wedding, you'll be able to see that it worked in photos. So whilst that's kind of, you know, like we're waiting for that in the background, I thought that I would just do something a bit different today. Randomly, I washed my hair a few days ago and it went really wavy for the first time in years. It used to be quite wavy, and then it basically spends most of its time like this, like as a massive frizz ball. Even when I put products in it, I can literally like do a slick back and use gel and bits are still coming out. So I'm guessing that it's probably really dry and dehydrated or something, and I just need to find the right routine for my hair. So today I'm going to try an actual wavy hair routine and see if I can get this bird's nest to look what it's supposed to look like. So for reference, I have fine hair, so the individual strands are very, well, I don't even know it, they're so fine you might not even be able to see them. Yeah, they're very fine, but I have a lot of it, so my overall hair is like quite dense, thick, but the individual strands are fine. I'm not actually sure about the porosity. I know that's like an important thing to know, but I'm guessing because my hair is very frizzy that it might be high, like medium to high porosity, because it absorbs water from the atmosphere quite easily and then goes frizzy. I think that's correct. I'll have to check that and get back to you later. There's an experiment you can do where you can put your strands of hair in a glass of water and see what happens to them. My hair's not clean at the moment, so I can't actually do that test, but it might be something that I try later on. I need to go and wash my hair first, and then we'll come back to do all of the kind of styling and drying part of it. So if you're interested, if you think you may have wavy hair, or you're just interested in how you may be able to take hair from this to that, I don't even know at this point if it's going to work. So yes, if you want to know how to do it, then keep watching the video. I thought I'd just show you before I forget, because there's going to be a bit of a break between when I wash my hair and when I go back to do the wavy hair routine, because I need to take a nap, like have a rest basically. But yeah, you can see it does go wavy, but then as it dries more, it just starts to go frizzy, and then I kind of lose the definition. So there are indications that it likes to be wavy, because obviously it doesn't look straight. I just thought I'd show you before we go into the wavy hair routine. This is what I'm working with beforehand, and suggests that I do have wavy hair. This next part is a voiceover because I had my door wide open and I didn't want my neighbours to hear me. As some time had passed since I'd actually washed my hair, I used the water spray bottle to soak my hair before applying any products. I get water in my face every single time without fail. Once it was fully soaked, I applied the Ouai leave-in conditioner. I use a generous amount of this, and I don't really start with the prayer hands like I do with some other products. I just kind of put it all over basically. I'm not really using this to form a wave, I just want this to hydrate my hair. And if you've never used this before, you should try it sometime. It smells amazing and it always makes my hair feel so soft and look so shiny. Because it was so hot this day, my hair was drying so quickly, so I decided to go in again and soak it before applying the next product. I also started scrunching before putting the next product in. I think I just wanted to see how much texture I could create without the products. The next product I used was the Frieda Frizzy's Curl Defining Cream. Looking back now, I'm thinking maybe I used slightly too much product, but I basically used a very large pea-sized amount on each half of my head. And I tried to apply this without really disturbing the waves that I'd created by scrunching previously, so most of it was done using prayer hands. I know I go in and out of shot here a little bit, but it's because I was concentrating so hard that I forgot to check out whether I was in the camera or not. At this point, I tipped my head upside down and started scrunching like that to get more volume at the root. But then I realised that I'd actually not detangled my hair at all, so then I went back in with my wide tooth comb to get all of the tangles out. Soaked my hair again, and then went back in with some of the curl cream. And then started the scrunching all over again. Next I used the Frieda Curl Reviving Styling Mousse. I started by applying some at the roots for volume, and then I went on to apply some to the rest of the hair. I have to say, it doesn't look like I'm doing a very good job of this. It's the most unaesthetic thing ever. Once all of the mousse had soaked in, I don't actually know if it soaks in, but you know what I mean, once all the foam is actually gone, then I started to scrunch again. I don't know why I'm breathing so heavy at this point, like it's a workout. Once I was satisfied with the level of texture in my hair, I then used a diffuser to set the waves. I started by hovering the diffuser over my hair or a little distance from it. This is supposed to set the wave and prevent frizz. I continued with this for a good 5 to 10 minutes. Then I began the pixie method of diffusing, which is where you use the diffuser to kind of scrunch the hair up. And I also used my hand to hold the hair up towards the root. This is supposed to create more volume at the root. I did see a few people do this online, which is why I decided to give it a go. I also did that for a good 5 to 10 minutes before I just had no energy left to be holding my arms up anymore. So I've just finished all of the steps. The last step is to use a diffuser. I kind of started by doing that, I don't know what the technique is, but where you hold it kind of over the curls to try and set or seal the hair, the cast, so that you don't get so much frizz. And then by doing the, what the hell is it called again? I want to say mermaid, that's not right, let me check it. Pixie, not mermaid, the pixie, which I think is where you take the hair. I've seen multiple videos where they've said to hold it at the root to try and encourage more volume at the root, and then use the diffuser to scrunch it all up together. It's really hot today, and I also don't have a lot of energy to be diffusing for half an hour, so I've basically done that for 5 to 10 minutes, and then I'm just going to allow it to air dry after that. I feel like this is a more realistic process, like a more realistic routine for me. So we'll see if it works, because I can't be doing that full routine and diffusing my hair like every time I wash it. I wash it like twice a week, but that's just a lot. Like there are some days where my arms, like I have pain and stuff, so I can't really be like holding things up and doing a lot. Today is a better day, so I can do some of it, but I'm not going to sit here for like 30 minutes diffusing my hair. I'm just going to see, I mean, hopefully it won't drop out a lot. There is quite a lot of product on it, and I did do the thing where I just saturate my hair to get that squeeze. What's that noise? I don't know what that noise is, that like squishy noise when you scrunch it up. So hopefully I've done enough. Whilst I wait for this to dry, I'm probably going to do another video which is like a makeup look, and then come back to my hair once it's fully air dried to show you how it is after that. Oh guys, I did actually realise I missed a step when I was doing all that scrunching business. I think you're supposed to use a t-shirt or a microfibre towel and like scrunch up into your hair to remove the excess water and excess product. I didn't do that step. So maybe if this doesn't work, then when I try it again next time, I know I need to do that. I'm going to take these clips out carefully and hope that I haven't ruined the hair too much. My hair does feel crunchy, but it doesn't, I don't think it's fully dry yet. Like, I think it's just crunchy because of the product, so I think I need to wait for it to fully dry. Once it's like fully dry, I think I need to run some oil through it to break the cast and have, so it's like softer curls and not crunchy. But I think it's safe to say that I have wavy hair, don't you think? I think I'm like a 2A or a 2B, but because I've only started this journey recently, I think from what I've been watching and reading, it can take a while for your hair to like get back to how it's supposed to be after you start taking proper care of it and like hydrating it properly. So it might be that my hair's even wavier than that, but we just haven't reached that point yet, so we'll just see. And obviously this time I didn't do it properly. Yeah, I didn't use a t-shirt or my microfibre towel to squish out the excess product in water before I started diffusing it. And I also don't have a curl, I have a curl comb, which is like a wide tooth comb, which I actually normally use to brush out curls, like if I've curled my hair, not to separate the hair when I am trying to do like a routine like this. But I'm wondering whether to invest in one of those brushes with the, like, I don't know what you would say, like the texture on the side, you know, where it has like bumps for your hair to gather in to create like sections of hair that will curl or wave. I don't know whether to invest in one of those, because everybody online who's doing a curly or wavy hair routine seems to have one of those. And if I do need one of those, can I buy a dupe, or do I need to buy the £25 branded bounce curl or whatever it's called? Are there good dupes, or do I need to just buy one of those and be done with it? So yeah, I didn't do that step where I section each bit of hair. And I also realised that I hadn't even combed my hair full stop, other than when I was conditioning it in the shower. So I had to then go back and comb all the tangles out, and then I'd already put some product in, then comb it, and then put a little bit more product in and start the scrunching again. It was a bit of a mess, really, wasn't it? You have to learn these things, you know, from experience. But I think I definitely have wavy hair. It's just gone away for a long time. I'm not sure why, whether it's the way I've had my hair cut, whether it's just been dry. I don't really know. Maybe I've just needed to use a really intense moisturiser for a while. Because I actually used to wash my hair. At one point I was washing my hair every day. And that's because I had a lot of eczema on my neck and up into my hair. Like on my scalp, basically up into my hairline, that made me feel so gross, especially if it like was kicking off and getting really itchy at night and I was like scratching it, that I would have to wash my hair every morning, like to feel like it is clean. And I have seen a dermatologist since then, and she said, because I started getting eczema on my neck, well, I've had it for like 20 years, she said that every time I wash my hair, I need to, if I'm not going to blow dry it every time, I need to find some way to clip it off my neck, because you don't want any damp there, because it can cause, for anybody, not just for me, but it can cause like bacterial growth, fungal growth, and all these different things, because the damp, the water just gets trapped underneath. Same for your scalp, I guess, but maybe it doesn't react in the same way. like as your neck does, I'm not sure. But yeah, I have like, what do they call it? Like dermatitis on my scalp and all. I can have all of those things. I do allow it to air dry a lot just because I don't have the energy to be blow drying all the time. And especially in summer, like I don't want to be sat there using a hairdryer when I'm already struggling with the heat. I don't want to be passing out and stuff, you know. It sounds quite dramatic, but because I've got a chronic illness, like everything that would impact a person, you know, like extreme heat or whatever, it impacts, like it affects me more because I'm already like on the limit of things. So then when conditions or outside things are extreme, or like, you probably get what I mean anyway. Yeah, so I just need to, I haven't had the really bad eczema I'm in it for such a long time, so I just need to keep it like that really. I only wash my hair twice a week now, and I don't know what to do on the days in between it because I don't like wearing a headscarf to bed. I feel really claustrophobic and hot. But my waves don't stay in even when there's product. I have to not brush it. I think that's the key. But also, when I sleep in it and then the next day they're all gone, now that I've put like the right products in, maybe I need to do the refresh where I wake up tomorrow, it's going to be a bit dry and like frizzy from where I've been in the night. And then I just need to spray a bunch of water on it and re-scrunch, and then just do a little bit of the diffusing where you lock in so it doesn't frizz, and then see what happens. Maybe I just need to keep doing that, and that's how I get my hair to stay like this. It seems really long-winded, this way of getting your hair to be wavy or curly, but then they say that if you didn't have wavy or curly hair, it wouldn't stay wavy curly. Like if a person with straight hair tried to do this routine, nothing would happen. So you have to have like the type of hair for waves or curls to start with to even get this happening when you add these products. I just think to myself, but are we naturally wavy or naturally curly? I don't want the curl police coming for me, by the way, in saying this. It's just the way my brain thinks. If we were out in the wild, living our life without hair products and stuff, and we were in our natural state and all we had was water, we just like washed in the river or whatever, how would my hair look? Because I don't know if the reason it's lost its curls is because we're exposed to so many toxins and chemicals and different things in our day-to-day products, what we eat, like the air, the environment, everything. So if I was living out in the country or in the jungle or wherever it is, like completely out in the sticks, just living a wild life, would I have like really wavy hair naturally? Maybe I would. And the reason we have to do this whole like routine or process, whatever you want to call it, is because we're using things that take the curl or the wave out of our hair or don't allow it to express itself how it should. So then we have to put things back into it to take it back to how it should be. I don't know. Maybe someone can answer that question for me. So guys, I'm back. It has been, well, about, let me think what time it is. I think my hair's been drying, so since I re-wet and put all the products in, about 4 hours. I still don't think it's completely dry, but maybe like 80 to 90% dry. But obviously, as you can probably tell from the fact that I've got the lights on, it's nighttime, it's dark now. So there's not that much more drying that can be done, really, because I need to go to bed soon. Yeah, so all I need to do now is really break the cast and the crunchiness of the hair with some oil. Couldn't find my normal oil. I don't know where the hell it is. But I normally have like, it's in like a golden yellowy orange bottle, and you kind of just squeeze a couple of pumps into your hand. Not sure where that is, but I do have this, what is this brand? OGX. Yeah, I do have this OGX conditioning mist oil, which is oil, and it says it's weightless hydrating, which obviously is good because my hair can be weighed down easily. It's very fine. So what I like to do is spray this into my hands and then put it onto my hair. I'm not going to spray it directly in because then you end up with so much oil in one place and you don't need that. I just need to like break up the cast with it. Let me take my glasses off. Yeah, my makeup may not be looking too great at this point because I've been in the kitchen trying to make food and it's like 26 degrees in the house, which is why I look even more dewy than I did earlier. some of the front pieces, they do feel dry, but they're very crunchy. I think maybe I put too much product in like some areas more than others, but I've definitely got a wave going on. I think it's quite clear that I've got a wave. This is looking more like I think like a 2A, which is like a tousled wave. I think that's the description of it. But maybe if I'd actually followed the full routine, which would have been if I had not forgotten to comb through my hair before I put product on, and then because I had to comb it and then go back in with product again, I'm not sure how that's affected it. If I had an actual curl brush with the bits on the side to section my hair as I detangle it, that would be really helpful. And if I remember to use a t-shirt or my microfibre towel to use like for the scrunching to get the excess product and water out, so they could even be edging into 2B maybe if I'd done all of those things. I literally just take like 3 sprays of it. It's very, very liquidy. It's not like, compared to like normal oils, it feels very liquidy. I start at the bottom because obviously I don't want a whole bunch of oil at my roots, and then I'll like gradually move up the hair. And these front bits are very crispy, so I'll just like work a little bit through. Yeah, my hair normally can only last like 3 days before my roots start to grow greasy anyway. You can see I've still got a fair bit on my hands, so I don't want to add too much. My hair is still slightly damp at the very back underneath. These bits up here still feel very crunchy. I don't think you necessarily need oil to break the cast. I think you can just do that by scrunching. Other than the fact that I do have quite a bit of crunch at the top and here, which I think I've just put too much product in specific areas. But that is feeling better after adding some oil. I'm quite impressed with the level of frizz management that's going on right now, because if you remember the clip at the beginning of this video, how my hair was before I washed it today, which was basically me waking up and I just used like a paddle brush to softly take out any tangles, because it wasn't wavy at that point, so I wasn't trying to like keep or manage the waves. It just goes, it basically goes into an unmanageable, not very aesthetic nest of hair. And this is a lot better in comparison. I don't know if this is normal, like when you do a curly or a wavy routine, is your hair supposed to look a little bit wet, like even when it's dry, obviously because you do have product on it? Or maybe it's because my hair isn't 100% dry yet, I'm not sure. God, I'm literally sweating. I'm on the side of the house where, like on the sunrise side, so everything heats up in the morning and then the heat seems to just stay, it gets trapped. It doesn't matter if I open the doors, windows, whatever, it's just trapped. And then we're like that all day. So tomorrow I think is going to be like 29, or I think we're going back up into the like low 30s again. And I'm not here for it. Now everyone's going to be like, you can tell I'm British, can't you, moaning about that. You can give me like 35 in Spain any day, or anywhere else, like any warmer country where they have those temperatures a lot, over 30 in this country. I just can't deal with it. Dyson, if you want to send me one of your tower fans or one of your cooling things or whatever, I will gladly take it. I don't know why I'm being so deluded. I think Dyson or any other brand like that is even going to watch this video. I get like 40 to 50 views on average, so the likelihood of anyone like that watching these videos and then feeling like, oh yeah, we'll send her a Dyson fan as PR, why not? It's not happening. The other thing is, it looks like, and I think this, I don't know if this is because I don't have the brush to like section it fully, I do have a bit of frizz there, is the individual like chunks of hair that have gone into the waves are really thin. Like you get the odd one like this, but a lot of them are really thin, do you see? So I just have like a lot of thin waves, whereas I feel like if they clump together a bit more, maybe like this, rather than having like 3 or 4 in the same, if they clump together like, and that was just 2, kind of like this front piece here, the way that's gone, I feel like that's a really good thickness of section, and I think it would look quite different. It would look a lot more defined if the pieces were that size, but I don't know how to get them like that unless I do a finger curl or something. Maybe I have to manually do them, but also that's so time consuming and energy consuming. Who's got energy and time for that? Because I don't. Hey guys, so I just wanted to come on quickly and show you what happens the next day. It's the next morning. I had to tie my hair up because it was so hot last night, so I just put it really loosely in like a satin thing. But basically this is what happens. It's got volume now, but it's kind of frizzy. There's some waves still in it, but it's basically like this now. So what am I supposed to do? Spray it with water and like refresh the products, and I guess that means that unless I'm willing to put the time in to do that, the waviness is not, it doesn't last very long. It just lasts the day I wash it, and then it kind of goes like this, and it can be a bit matted as well afterwards, which is not ideal. So yeah, I don't know how sustainable this routine is going to be, but maybe if I find a way to get my hair to the point where it's really wavy with less products basically and no scrunch, and it's a bit kind of softer, maybe it will last better. I just wanted to be transparent about how it looks the next day. Anyways, let me know guys if any of you have tried this before, if you have the same type of hair or similar hair to me. Give me all the tips and tricks so that I can get my hair looking the best type of wavy it can. And yeah, if you've seen anything I've done wrong or whatever, just let me know, because I would love to nail this. I think the wavy hair really suits me. It would be good if it would just dry wavy. At one point in my life a few years ago, I would hardly have to do anything. I'd just put some leave-in conditioner and let it air dry, and it would just do that on its own. It wouldn't be very frizzy. It was a lot longer then, but it would just be very like tousled waves. Didn't have to do anything to it, which is fab. I think we have a reasonable result for the first time trying a wavy hair routine. I think I've done okay. I've got a good wave out of it, but maybe we can do better. I can do better. And you can join me for the next time I try. I'll do some more research, take anyone's comments on board, and then we'll go again, like in a few weeks or something, when I have the energy again and I'm not feeling like, ugh, this whole process. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you soon.